Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the South Union Township Rec Center, we bring you the South Union Township Youth Indoor Soccer League Championship Games. Hi, everybody. I'm Nick Barczyk along with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for today's 4 Youth Soccer Championship Games. They'll be in the 13 through 16-year-old division. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vern, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, Gary Smith and his fine staff. Jerry Dupay alongside I'm Nick Barczyk. Will be back with the first game after this message. 13 through 16-year-old youth indoor soccer on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Esophageal reflux affects 20% of Americans and can lead to heartburn, regurgitation, chest pain, and difficulty swallowing. Reflux is caused by stomach contents passing a faulty valve and entering the esophagus. Ulcers and precancerous tissue can then form. Offer the latest testing and treatment for reflux disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including La-Z-Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Attorneys at Law.
But it's important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, Attorneys at Law.
Welcome back. Nick and Jerry here as we step up in the age bracket to the 13 through 16-year-olds here at the Rec Center. Playoff action. 4 games coming up to crown a champion, yellow and blue in the first one. The winner gets red later on. The 1 seed here in the 13 through 16-year-old division. So we're almost set to go. Caleb Scott in goal for the blue team, number 7. And we'll find out who the netminder is for yellow. It'll be number 4, Dylan Morgan. He waits to don the mesh, and he will. He'll get the red. Yellow versus blue here, 13 and 16 division, 13 through 16-year-old division. Royal blue and yellow, and off we go. Yellow controls. Off to Keith Morgan. Along the wall. Big kick there from Keith Morgan for the yellow side as it rolls over the midfield stripe. Now here comes blue. Kicked away, though, that time. Rolls to the near wall. Emma Scott. Someone gets away from her. Picked up by Scott, who rolls it ahead. And the clock is not started, by the way, for this game. Hopefully someone notices that besides Jerry and I. So I'm guessing a minute's elapsed, but 15 minutes on the clock still. Still no score. Out to midfield, controlled by Blue. Coming up the right side, kicked ahead though that time to Yellow's Dylan Morgan. Morgan up ahead to Keith Morgan. Morgan fires that one high and wide off the American flag. Off to Blue. Now 14:30, clock is rolling. Blue in their zone, right side. Controlled by Daniel Grimm. Grimm guarded by Morgan. That one in the box along the board. Christian Francic there with that one along the board and controlled by Yellow. Along the near side, fancy footwork, good defense that time by Emma Scott. Christian Francic for Yellow. Here he comes left side. Good defense, though, taking it away. Daniel Grimm. Grimm with a shot right side. That one wide and picked up by the netminder, Dylan Morgan, excuse me. Back to Blue. Out to get it there was the goalie, Caleb Scott. Now in midfield, here comes Yellow. It's Creed Potkel. That shot high. And out of play. So a fast start to this one. Still scoreless. 13:17 to go on a rolling clock. Scott to kick it ahead. In the blue zone. Controlled by Mia Swanson. Now up ahead. Good defense there by Stone. Now to Francic. Francic on the left side. Big kick this time. Goes off the board that time by Dylan Morgan. Now along the board, Stone with Creed Potkel. Potkel fights for position with Stone. On the board, still scoreless, 12.5 to go. Blue looks to turn it around, they do. Back into the blue zone. This one kicked ahead and caught by Caleb Scott on the big kick from Keith Morgan. Out of Potkel. Send down and a kick save and a beauty there by Morgan. Here's Potkel. Kicked ahead along the near wall into the board. One kicked off the board and sent the other way. Good kick down by Morgan. That one just wide of the net. Off the board. Kicked ahead, Francic at midfield. Stone coming up to greet him there as he will send it off to Morgan, who shoots it straight on, but no goal. Here's Caleb Scott. Send the other way off the board. Out of the goalie boxes, Morgan. Swung around to Creed Potkel. Here's Potkel on the right side. Guarded there by Kathleen Adams. That one squirts wide and over to Joshua Radovich for Yellow. Rolls down. Along the boards, Morgan. Left side. Along the wall, now fires it off a body and out of play. Over to get it, Caleb Scott. Under 11 minutes to go. Still scoreless between Yellow and Blue here. 13 through 16-year-old indoor soccer as Yellow gets the corner kick. That one intended for Francic. It goes out to midfield, out to get in Morgan, right side along the wall. Fires it, and it's redirected by Daniel Grimm for Blue. That kick sails out of play. Scott. Substitution here coming in is Mia Swanson for Blue. And Scott will cover it up. Good cover up by Caleb Scott. Now sent down to Yellow. Here's Morgan. collision there in midfield, and yeah, she's not okay there. That's number 2, Emma Scott. She's hurt pretty badly there after that collision in midfield, and she'll limp off as play continues. Kicked down by Morgan, Dylan Morgan. Coming in is Emily Huey. Pretty bad injury there to Swanson. Here's Francic on the pass. Shooting it off the board that time. Creed Potkel. Here's Potkel again on the far wall. 9.5 to go, still scoreless. Yellow and blue. The winner will get red. The 1 seed here in the bracket. That shot just wide off the board. Chasing it down is number 3, that's Destiny DeHaven. Now in front of the box, shooting, and a save made by Scott. A good save on the shot from Potkel. There comes Blue off the board. Rolling around, manning his post is Dylan Morgan. Corner kick off the board, and it's cleared by Yellow. Down to Caleb Scott, who grabs it. Fires it ahead to midfield. Off to Keith Morgan. Morgan fancy with the kick, and it's a great save to his left by Caleb Scott to keep it 0-0. Mia Swanson. Controlled by Morgan. Sends it up. Francic. Defense there by Graham. Here comes Daniel Graham with a shot. And it's saved by Morgan. Morgan rolls it ahead. Off the foot of Adams. Here's Potkel. Potkel, good defense there by Swanson. Still scoreless, 8 minutes to go. Over midfield, Francic with the defense. Tries to redirect it. Here comes Swanson. Off the leg of Adams, over to Creed Potkel. Potkel on the wall. Here's Potkel. Off the board, looks to make something happen. Shot and saved by Scott. Emily Huey. Substitution, Emma Scott coming back in. Everyone looks to be all right. Cleared by Blue. Back to Blue. In their zone. Off the board. Going out to get it is Morgan. Tries to keep it away from Emily Huey. Huey along the wall. Off to Keith Morgan. Morgan, fancy footwork, goes to his left. Left foot kick off the board. Grimm trailing him. Here comes Daniel Grimm. Graham with a kick, and it's saved. Covering it up there is Dylan Morgan to keep it 0-0 at 7 minutes. Contact there as Mia Swanson battles with Destiny DeHaven. Off to Francic. Into the blue zone. Francic looks to turn it around. Kicked away by Grimm. Now on the board, it's Destiny DeHaven. Sent down by the goalie, Scott. Keith Morgan. Morgan with a fired kick, and it's saved just in time. It almost got to the goal line, but picked up by Caleb Scott. Back to Morgan. Morgan fires it too high off the back wall, and Scott will kick it. As checking in again is Kathleen Adams for Blue. Still scoreless, 6:10 to go. On the near wall, it's Christian Francic. Francic off the board, goes to his right with the right foot kick, and it's saved there by Scott, who pushes it ahead out to midfield. Keith Morgan with the right foot. That one will be wide off the board to Potkel. Potkel into the hands of Scott. 5:45 to go, scoreless. Shot is wide off the board, and shooting and scoring is Yellow, and getting that goal to go is Keith Morgan past Scott to make it 1-0 Yellow. So on the ball off the boards, Morgan knocks it through, and it's 1-0 Yellow here at the 5:20 mark. Blue looks to answer. into their zone. Here's Morgan again, looks to maybe score again as it rolls over to Grimm for blue in the yellow zone. Along the left wall, it's Morgan. Morgan guarded by Grimm off the board. So it rolls over to blue, and that's Emma Scott. Here comes Scott with a shot. It's off the body of Franczyk. Franczyk over the midfield stripe. Fancy footwork through the middle. He will not get it to go. It's kicked away by Grimm. Still 1-0 yellow, 4:40 to go. Midfield far wall, Mia Swanson. Kicked away by Morgan. Here comes Morgan over the midfield stripe. Tries to get past Grimm. Goes to his right. Fires it. Wide right and high off the flag and out of play. Good defense by Franczyk. 1-0 yellow. 4:20 left. In regulation. Along the board. Swanson into the blue zone. Right side. Franczyk with the defense. Pass to Scott. Scott will shoot it wide off the board. Over to get it is Morgan. Goalie will go out to midfield and into the other zone. He vacates his net. He'll run back now. Substitution for yellow. It's Creed Potko coming back in after a short rest. Along the near wall, it's Franczyk, guarded by Scott. Emma Scott. Now Adams into the goalie box and picked up by Caleb Scott. 1-0 yellow, 3.5 to go. That one defended by Potko on the shot from Scott. Here comes Grimm. Off the board. Potko and Swanson there. There's Potko on the far wall. Potko into the yellow zone. Kicked away by Kathleen Adams. Over to Christian Franczyk. Gets it past Grimm. Tries to work, and falling again is Emma Scott. Just not her day. Here's Franczyk. Rolls over the midfield line. Into the blue zone. Here comes blue. Here comes Scott. Kicked over to Potko off the wall. 2:50 to go. 1-0 yellow. Here comes blue. Shooting it out of play wide left is Blues number 6, Kathleen Adams. To kick it here is Morgan. Big right-footed kick. Hits the official. Play continues. Goalie change by the way. Caleb Scott now playing the field off the board. Now in net, it's Kathleen Adams for blue. There comes Caleb Scott. Scott shoots, and coming out to save it at the top of the box is Morgan. Dylan Morgan pitching a shutout here in this one. 2 minutes to go. 1-0 yellow on a goal from Morgan. Keith Morgan earlier in this game. Here's Radovich. It's kicked away by Adams, and that one looked like it was out of play, but play will continue. Here's Potko right side. Potko shoots it way out of play, way wide left. And Adams will kick it ahead with 1.5 to go. It's 1-0. Yellow. Grimm now back to Morgan. Morgan on the left side. Morgan shoots and scores. Keith Morgan's second goal. It's 2-0 yellow. He's been all the offense in this one. 2-0 yellow. Last gasp for blue. Here's Caleb Scott over the midfield stripe into the blue zone. Creed Potko kicks it ahead. Now in midfield, it's Scott. Here comes Emma Scott. Tries to redirect off to Caleb Scott. Scott, and it's kicked away. And a couple of good saves that time. It's knocked away by Dylan Morgan. Keeps the shutout alive. 2-0 with 50 seconds to go. Keith Morgan with both goals for yellow. Off of Radovich. Off the wall. Destiny DeHaven off the board. Rolls along the wall now to the field of play, and Grimm. Up ahead, yellow. Morgan again. Morgan, good defense that time by Emily Huey. 20 seconds to go. 2-0. That one rolls through the box, shooting it wide. That time was Destiny DeHaven, and it's picked up by Adams. Final 10 seconds, rolls it ahead. This time for Caleb Scott, looks to cut the deficit in half. Scott shoots, and it's saved by Morgan, and he'll hold it, and that'll end it. 2-0, Yellow wins it. Good game, both goals by Keith Morgan, and a shutout for Yellow's Dylan Morgan. So the Morgans combined to win it 2-0. So that's it, and 2-0 your final. Yellow wins it. They'll take on Red. We'll be back with more action right here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back, Nick and Jerry. So we continue with the 13 through 16-year-old division Youth Indoor Soccer League Championship semifinal matchup, Yellow and Red. The winner to the championship, Yellow just with a win over Blue, and off we go. Over to get it, Francic. It's off the wall. Controlled by Yellow. Goalies, by the way, Dylan Morgan for Yellow and Jeremy Wilson for Red. So keep an eye on them as that one's knocked away by Morgan. Put up a shutout in the last game. 2 goals from Keith Morgan. Won the game for Yellow 2-0. Here comes Francic. Guarded there by Aaron Fetzner. Over to Red in their zone, right side. Into the hands of the goalie Morgan, who rolls it ahead. Shot on goal, corralled by Wilson. Shot attempt there by Destiny DeHaven. Radovich with the defense there. And a big kick wide right by Crete Potkel off the board. Trying to make something happen off the board there was Marcus Kappen. Rolls back to Kappen, out to Francic. In the yellow zone, left side. Christian Francic shoots, and it's saved. A good save by Wilson, who pushes it ahead. Rolls our way off the board. Over to Aaron Fetzner for Red. Fetzner's shot guarded by Francic, stumbles a little bit. We'll try to get it back away from Potkel here. Now over to Potkel. Over the midfield line into the yellow zone. Radovich and Potkel. Potkel shoots, and it's blocked by Marcus Kappen. Off the board that time by Destiny DeHaven. Less than 2 minutes in, still scoreless. Yellow and red, winner to the championship. Up ahead, red. Taking his time is Fetzner. Setting it up, back to Fetzner, shooting. And a save made. Another good one by Morgan, has yet to allow a shot today. In this game and in the previous game. Has yet to allow a goal. Off the board and kicked out a play off the white portion of the wall. Checking in for yellow is Keith Morgan. Checking out Joshua Radovich. That shot into the chest of Wilson. Fires it ahead to Morgan. Morgan tries to make something happen here in the yellow zone. Fancy footwork. Good defense, though, by Kappa. Now Potgol. Shaw just wide. Good attempt, though, that time by DeHaven. Off the board. Here comes Morgan. Morgan! As it squirts through the goalie box. Still in the yellow zone, though, controlled by red. Between the legs of Potgol. Franczyk. Aggressive play there by Hannah Merchant. That one almost found a way in, but Potgol was able to save it along with the goalie, Morgan. Charging in was Fetzner. Here comes Morgan on the board. Shooting it wide, shooting and saving it. So it's knocked away by Wilson on the shot attempt by DeHaven. Franczyk. Franczyk on the far wall. Kicked ahead and caught by Morgan. Empty net. Shot attempt, no. Potgol, a header that time by number 6, Hannah Newman. Along the board. Shot saved by Wilson. Still scoreless, 4 minutes in. Off the board. Empty net. It's kicked away by Morgan. Kappen out of Franczyk. Shooting with the left foot and scoring, and Red's on the board with the first goal of the contest. A left-footed goal for Aaron Fetzner. He shoots and scores the first goal allowed by Morgan on this day, and it's 1-0 Red. So Fetzner's goal makes it 1-0 in favor of the red team. Now here comes Red again. Mershon up ahead again to Fetzner. Fetzner with the kick. That one's wide left. And a diving save by Morgan off to Franczyk. Franczyk on the near wall. Over the midfield stripe. Fancy footwork there. Tries to get it away from Fetzner, but here comes Fetzner with a left-footed shot. And that one's in off the body and off the post and in. Fetzner with the left foot makes it 2-0 Red. Checking in for Red is Scarlett Zahala. And Dylan Morgan has met his match with the left foot of Aaron Fetzner. He vacates his goal again and kicks it near the midfield stripe. Up ahead to Morgan. Morgan on the right side. That's Keith Morgan. Here comes Fetzner again. Fetzner over the midfield stripe. Looks to set up something. Will kick it ahead, but it's taken by Potgol. Check that. Yeah, that's Marcus Kappen. Here comes Red, right side with a kick. That one wide that time by Hannah Newman. That shot caught by Morgan. Kappen with another shot attempt, and that one will go in. Marcus Kappen gets his first goal. Number 2 gets into the stat sheet as that one gets past Morgan to make it 3-0 Red. So Dylan Morgan, after putting up a shutout in the last game, has given up 3 goals here to make it 3-0. 2 for Fetzner and 1 for Kappen. Here's Creed Potgol, and it's saved by Wilson. Up ahead, here comes Fetzner over the midfield stripe with a left foot. Fires it wide and covered by Morgan, who rolls it ahead. And midfield, that kick wide. That shot attempt is off the post, it looked like, for Morgan. Here comes Fetzner again with the right foot. That one off the left post and out of play. So 3-0 Red team here. The 8:25 mark is kicking it ahead will be Morgan. Rolls it up ahead to DeHaven. Now back to Fetzner. The pass on the right side. That shot wide by Newman and controlled by Morgan, who rolls it up ahead for Keith. Keith Morgan. Guarded by Kappen on the board. 3-0 Red here at the 8-minute mark. Dancing that one in the goalie box and a diving save made by Jeremy Wilson. Up ahead to Keith Morgan on the board. Trying to fend off Kappen. Kappen up ahead to Fetzner, maybe. No, actually it's a pass on the right side. Good defense by Potkel. So he took it away from Hannah Merchant. Potkel, here's Merchant again, shooting it off the hands of Morgan and in. And the red team is building on their lead. They're up to 4-0. So Merchant scores to make it 4-0 as that one out of play by Morgan. Hannah Newman will come in. Big kick off the board. Christian Franzik looks to send it the other way for yellow, and here comes Morgan, but it's taken away by Hannah Newman. There's Newman along with Franzik. Good defense by Newman. Franzik kicked down the field by Morgan, but off to Merchant. Hannah Merchant here on the right side. The pass is set up, but the kick is out of play by Aaron Fetzner. So with 6.5 to go, 4-0 Red. Pass to Fetzner, shoots and scores. He's having his way on the pass from Newman. It's Aaron Fetzner. Shoots and scores. It's 5-0 Red, and it looks like they'll move on to the championship to take on the winner of our next semifinal. Rolls wide, picked up by Wilson. Fires it ahead. This one is kicked by Morgan and caught by Wilson. Rolls up ahead off the far wall. Here comes yellow. Destiny DeHaven over the midfield stripe for Radovich. Radovich falls down on the shot attempt. Good attempt though, and kicked ahead. That one out of play. Jumping up to potentially grab it was Morgan, but it's out of play. Marcus Kappen will come in for Red here in the final 5:20. 5-0 Red team. Keith Morgan. Defense by Fetzner up ahead to Creed Potkel. Potkel kicked away by Hannah Newman with the left foot. That one just wide by Fetzner. Looking for his 4th goal on the day. It's Keith Morgan. Good job by Hannah Newman. Kicked away again by Fetzner. Now back to Creed Potkel on the near wall over the midfield stripe off to Radovich. Now back to Potkel with the right foot off the board. No. Kappen fighting with DeHaven. Kicked around. Now rolls back into the yellow zone on the far wall. Kicked off the wall by Potkel. Here comes Creed Potkel. Goes back to Red and Kappen. Here's Fetzner. Tries to get by Morgan again, and he does. It's all academic for him, and the lead's up to 6-0. So he'll check out, and they'll bring in Hannah Merchant for the final 4 minutes. 6-0 Red is Fetzner and the red team just a bit much for yellow, who played a good game against blue just a few minutes ago. Newman with the defense here, but here comes Franzik. Christian Franzik with the right foot off the chest and grabbed by Wilson, who's holding on to a shutout in net.
Come on, guys, let's go! Come on, Dad!
Rolls away from Destiny DeHaven.
Get on it!
Guarded by Merchant, and it's rolled down the other way to Potkel. Potkel will try to clear it, rolls through the goalie box and kicked down by Morgan off to Franzik. On the right side, Christian Franzik. Good defense that time by Hannah Newman. 3:20 to go, 6-0 Red as that one hits a body. And that shot wide by DeHaven, over to get it. And that'll be a handball on Wilson as he touched it outside of the box. Corner kick coming. Franzik, no success there. Gets it back on the board, 3 minutes to go. Guarded tightly there by Newman. Radovich on the wall. Tries to get it away from Hannah Merchant. Now in midfield, back to Merchant. Rolls into the red zone. Radovich looks to turn it around. Morgan does. Off the board. Scarlett Zahala. Now Marcus Kappen. Off the board. Hannah Merchant. Red toying with yellow here, up 6-0. Good defense, though, by Potkel. Potkel off the chest of Franzik, who will try to kick it in off the save, and two great saves by Wilson. As Franzik tried to get it in, but Jeremy Wilson playing a heck of a game in goal with a couple of saves there to keep it 6-0 as we go to the 2-minute mark. That one rolls away. Here's Kappen trying to get the extra point to go for Red, but no goal. As they're up 6-0 here at the 150 mark, that one rolls down to Morgan. Morgan rolls it down, intended for Radovich. Radovich, guarded by Newman, now off to Merchant on the wall. Back in the red zone, up ahead to Kappen, back to Merchant, guarded by Potgoal, kicked away by Morgan. Newman in midfield, now back to Merchant. She'll kick it, and that's really a pass to number 2, Marcus Kappen, off the board and in. Kappen, and the extra point's good. Reds up 7-0. They're going to be tough to stop. Number 1 seed in this bracket will head on to the championship game. Off the board, here comes Franzik, trying to just break the shutout. Wilson has played a stellar match in net. Throws that one ahead in midfield. Hannah Merchant. Fancy footwork there with Keith Morgan. Morgan over the midfield stripe. Morgan shoots it wide left and out of play. It'll pretty much run the clock down. Now under 40 seconds. Newman, Merchant. Shooting and scoring there is Kappen. His third goal to make it 8-0. So Morgan went from allowing no goals in the first match of the day to 8 in this one. Shows you how good this red team is, led by Aaron Fetzner, who's not even in the game right now. That one's out of play. Final 10 seconds. That'll just about do it. To kick it is Wilson. Midfield Kappen. That's it. 8-0 your final. A shutout win for the red team, the 1 seed to advance to the championship game, led by goals from Aaron Fetzner and Marcus Kappen. That's it. That's all. The final score, Red 8, Yellow 0. Back with the second semifinal to see who will play Red in the championship. That's coming up following this. Youth Indoor Soccer, 13 through 16-year-olds. Come on back right here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives And the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health. Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety. For colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies, painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including La-Z-Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Semi-final action continues. 13 through 16-year-olds. Indoor soccer on the South Union Township Sports Network from the Rec Center. Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay alongside. Green versus Black in this one. The 2-seed Green against the 3-seed Black. And Red will be a tough out, though, in the championship game for either team that advances. The Red team with an 8-0 win over Yellow just now in the first semifinal, led by Aaron Fetzner and Marcus Kapp, and they're a really good team. First chance I had to see them. But we're underway. The winner gets them in the championship. Black controls it. Up ahead to Manuel Oliveras. Kicked away by the young man in green for goal, or in goal for Green, Dante Telvermi. That one knocked around and had a play. 20 seconds in, scoreless. Black to kick it here. Manuel Oliveras up ahead to Green. Here's Colby Davis. Davis with the pass, and a good save there. Pass intended for Sarah Dotson. She got it, but the shot was saved, and here coming the other way is Oliveras for Black along the wall. Jeremy Abraham trying to get it away from Oliveras, but he gets it. Up ahead to Black, back in the green zone. Off to Colby Davis for Green. That shot wide, off the board. And that shot is saved at the last minute by Gina Grove. But that one can't be saved as Green gets the goal to go to take a 1-0 lead past Grove. Give that goal to Abby White. Averaging 2 goals a game, it says here on my sheet, for the season. So Abby White gets that one to go. It's 1-0 Green here in the early going. Then off the foot, off the body of Abraham, who gets it away from Oliveras. Right side, it's Jeremy Abraham. Oliveras, now to Colby Davis. Davis for Green with the left foot, shoots it wide off the board. Rolls over to Sarah Dotson. Dotson, now a header from Oliveras for Black. Rolls over on the left side. Here comes Green, Sarah Dotson. Green up 1-0 on the goal from Abby White. Abraham. comes White again. Some contact there, and it's sent the other way off the board. Over to get it, Oliveris. Colby Davis for Green. Kicks it ahead for Abby White along the wall. Here comes White. Rolls down the wall to Oliveris. With a kick, it's denied by Davis. Colby Davis over midfield, fires off the leg. Good save there by Gabrielle Burke. Burke with White. Here comes Green again. And going down to make the save is Gina Groff. Oliveris fires that one out of play with the right foot to reset here with 3 minutes into the game. 1-0 Green. Dante Telvermi kicks it ahead. Sent right back to him and past him for a goal. Gabrielle Burke getting that one past Telvermi, who had just set it down to kick it off. And big goal for Burke to tie it at 1. 11:40 to go in regulation. Now this kick off the body of Burke on the midfield strike from White, who has the Green goal. That one is going to go in for Black. Number 5 gets it, Rebecca Burke. So it's Gabrielle Burke and Rebecca Burke, and just like that, 2 unanswered for Black. They're up 2-1, not even 4 minutes in. Going to have some offense in this one. The winner gets the number 1 seeded red team in the championship coming up next. Now our final game. Abraham along the near wall, guarded by Oliveris. I think he's looking for Davis, but fires it off the board, and it rolls away from Abby White on the far wall. Oliveris in the black zone, setting up his teammate, and it's kicked away, or slapped away, I should say, on the kick from Rebecca Burke. Oliveris, and a good save going down to get it. Here's Delvermi on the shot from Oliveris. Up ahead, Davis. Davis left side with the right foot. Davis, that one shot wide right. So it whistled past his teammate there, Sarah Dotson, and one out. Have like 3 balls now out on the field. Grove kicks it in with the ball that we're actually going to use. Here's Oliveris off the chest of Davis, who will try to kick it away from Rebecca Burke. 2-1 Black. Good defense by Burke. Davis tries to get it out of that goalie box, and he does. Out near midfield, over to Abby White, guarded by Oliveris. Midfield, Davis using his size to get away from Oliveris. Shoots that one off a body, and we have a handball on Black. Here's Green. Good save by Grove on the shot from Dotson. And it rolls out. Now rolls down the near wall. Abraham with Oliveris. I think a hamstring injury there for number 3 for Black. That's Casey Jablonski, but we have a goal. And the Green team has tied it at 2. So a 2-2 game. Give that one to Abby White again. White again with that shot. Knocked away. White's been the star on offense for Green. Oliveris slowly works it here over midfield. Good pass, but the shot is saved. Going to his right is Delvermi. Rolls it ahead for Colby Davis. Davis shoots it, and he scores it. Colby Davis finds the back of the net to give Green a 3-2 lead. Checking in for the first time for Black will be number 8, Trey Schaefer. On the far wall, some contact there. Abby White comes away with it for Green. White with a shot. Shooting and scoring is Colby Davis. And Green's out to a 4-2 lead. 4-2. So Colby Davis with a couple of goals to give Green a 4-2 lead. Over to get it, Abby White. Picked up by Grove. Now to Abraham in midfield. The pass to Davis. Colby Davis will try another shot off the board. Redirected and shooting and scoring to give Green a 5-2 lead. So Green extends the lead to 3 here at the 7-minute mark. As Oliveris will check in. Abby White will get that one. Colby Davis along the board, now along the far wall, working with Oliveris. Green out to a 5-2 lead. That's what I have. Scoreboard has 6. Schaefer watches it go past him. Collision there. Everyone's all right. That one's wide left by Oliveris and picked up. Off to Abraham. Abraham fires it off the body of Jablonski and gets it right back to Abraham. Unfired off the board, kicked away. Here's Oliveira shooting it, and a save made diving to his right is Del Verme. Now in the corner with Schaefer. Now to Abraham. Abraham, fancy footwork right side. Tries to get it around Jablonski and Schaefer. Abraham with his team up 3, now in the goalie box. Good defense that time by Jablonski. Abraham keeps it off the board, and it's picked up by Grove. Throws it ahead, off to Oliveris. Off of Abraham, who kicks it and scores it. Shoots it and scores it. Jeremy Abraham now makes it 6-2 Green. Rebecca Burke will come in along with Casey Jablonski after a quick break for Black. So now 6-2 Green on the goal from Jeremy Abraham. Colby Davis off to Abraham. Abraham over midfield. Good defense that time. Casey Jablonski getting in on the action. She works with Abby White. There's White and Jablonski on the wall. They try to work it out. On the board. Action slowing down a little bit. Shooting and scoring there is Sarah Dotson. So Dotson gets a goal. The lead's up to 5 at 7-2 with 4.5 to go. So it looks like Green will have a matchup with Red in the championship unless a miracle happens here for the Black team. Here's Abraham. Dancing around with it, gets past Schaefer. Abraham guarded by Jablonski. Here she comes into the Black zone. Good pass back to Jablonski. Davis there with the defense as she hits the deck. She gets up. Shooting and scoring is Abraham, his second, to give Green an 8-2 lead. So the Green team well in control of this one. Doing a bit too much offensively for Black. This one fired ahead. Off the body of Abraham after it hit Casey Jablonski. Now Gina Grove. Off the body of Davis. Davis in midfield. Davis with the right foot. And that one just won't go as it hit a post. And very close but no good for Colby Davis. Green up 6 at 8-2. Into the Black zone. Here's Grove with the right foot. And it's saved by Del Verme. Up ahead to Colby Davis with the right foot. Davis wide right. Acts as a pass, and shooting that one off the rafters is Abby White. Under 3 minutes to go, 8-2 Green. There's Gina Schoaf. Off the board, rolls over to Colby Davis. Kicks it ahead into the green zone. And save almost made. He's trying to get it in with Sarah Dotson. Fired ahead off to Grove. Off the far wall, Davis to track it down. Trying to set up Dotson, maybe. Grove gets it and shoots it wide right out of play. Abraham. Great defense by Grove. Grove with the right foot off the body of Del Verme over to Davis, who clears it into the green zone. Battle along the boards. Dotson with Gabrielle Burke. Checking back in is Manny Oliveras. Shooting with the right foot. A good save made. Back to White off the board and covered. Thrown off to Oliveras in midfield with the right foot. Hit a body. Del Verme will cover it up. 1.5 to go. 8-2 Green. They'll take on Red in the championship. Shot from Abraham, no good. Off to Dotson. Dotson on the left. Trying to set up White, and it rolls out near midfield over to Black. Oliveras in the black zone. Guarded by Davis. Knocked around and almost a header goal, but can't get it to go. That was almost a header goal for Oliveras, but saved by Del Verme to keep it a 6-goal game. With 1 minute to go, as the red team makes their way downstairs, they'll play Green. Shooting and going out of play wide right on the shot from Casey Jablonski. Kicks it ahead. Rolls into the green zone. Over to retrieve it, Jablonski. Guarded by White, who put on a good shot. But an even better save by Morgan Pesco in net. That one almost went in the hoop there on the basket, suspended from the ceiling. Off to Abraham, 20 seconds. Dodson on the left side. Dodson looking to add on, and Green will. Another goal for Sarah Dodson to make it 9-2. That'll be your final, it looks like. 3 down to 2, down to 1. And that's it, one more kick, and that's the game. The green team too much, especially down the stretch, and comes away with a 7-goal win. Green team 9, and the black team 2 will come back with a championship, green versus red. Right after this, 13-16-year-old division championship game on the way next on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay back for the championship game of the 13 through 16-year-old division indoor soccer on the South Union Township Sports Network. All set to go, red versus green. It's like a Christmas tree out there. And this game is being played on St. Patrick's Day, so the green team had to make the championship. It was only inevitable. Ball in midfield. Official has it. We're almost set to go. Jeremy Wilson will be in net for the red team, just like in the last game they played in the semis. And again, it's Dante Del Verme for green. Colby Davis and Jeremy Abraham back there, both entering their senior years at Laurel Highlands next year. And we're underway in the championship, red and green, and Abraham has it. Kicks it off to Dodson. Up ahead past Fetzner. He has it on the midfield stripe. Now back to Kappen on the near wall. 20 seconds in, still scoreless. Off to Fetzner. Tries to get it past Abraham. Good defense by Abraham. Off to Marcus Kappen. Sets up Fetzner. Fetzner shot wide. And that one is good. Aaron Fetzner. Second time the charm for him. And it's 1-0 red. He will be tough to stop, along with Kappen. They set up each other very well. And the red team's up 1-0. This green team, though, had 8 goals of their own, or 9 actually. Red had 8 in their one against yellow, and green put up 9 against black, 9-2. And so both of these teams can score. Here's Kappen off the body of Davis. Tries to get it past Hannah Merchant. Davis with the right foot off the body of Kappen. That one's got a sting, hit him right in the back. Merchant up ahead. Fetzner, a swing and a miss. A rare mistake for him. He can't believe it. Kappen still grimacing. I'm sure that hurt like you know what as it hit him right in the back. Now a kick coming up for red. Up to Hannah Merchant. Now Davis with the right foot. He gets it to go past Wilson. First goal he's allowed today, Jeremy Wilson. Colby Davis shoots and scores. And we're tied at 1. So 2 minutes in, not even. 1-1 game. Goals from Fetzner and Davis. Here's Fetzner. Fires and it's caught by Del Verme. Davis tries to get it past Fetzner. Abraham trailing him. Some contact there. No call, though, as play continues as Merchant was battling with Davis. That's off the wall. Kappen. Fetzner battling with Abraham in midfield. Back to Davis here. Davis with the left foot. That went off the crossbar and out of play off the white portion of the wall. And play will be stopped here. 12:25 to go in regulation, tied at 1. Kick coming here for Davis. Kappen will back off. Davis just wide, right. Red looks to turn it around. Off the board, Hannah Newman. Now rolls down to Davis. Davis on the left side, left foot. Off the board. Over to Kappen for red. Davis tries to work around Kappen. Davis shoots, and he scores. Colby Davis, his second goal, makes it 2-1 green. 2 unanswered for Davis and the green team. He's brought his game here in the championship. 3.5 minutes in. Fetzner, Kappen, Merchant guarded by Davis right between his legs. It's grabbed by Del Verme. Here's Davis. Davis in traffic. Davis, good defense by Hannah Merchant. Off to Fetzner. Fetzner guarded by Abraham. Tries to set up a teammate there on the right side. That's Hannah Merchant. Now back to Green and Abraham. Abraham charging, and it's caught by Wilson. Wilson had a shutout in net in the semifinal game, and that shot is high and out of play by Hannah Merchant. 2-1 Green. 2 goals from Davis. And a goal from Fetzner for Red. Roll it up ahead. On the boards, Kappen. Merchant. Midfield with Dotson. Here's Merchant guarded by Davis. Goes to her right. Looks for help. Looks for maybe Fetzner. Actually, it's Kappen, then it's Fetzner. Fetzner shooting, and it's out of play. Then it hit the left crossbar, or left post, I should say, and a part of the crossbar, and one out of play. 5 minutes in, 2-1 Green. Here's Fetzner, guarded by Abraham. Off for Kappen in the red zone. Back to Fetzner. Fetzner into the goalie box, defended by Davis, and it's picked up by Del Verme. Rolls it to Davis. Davis over the midfield stripe into the green zone. Davis toying with Kappen, but he takes it away. Here's Marcus Kappen. Off for Merchant, shoots and scores! Hannah Merchant, set up by Marcus Kappen, ties the game at 2. And a well-played game early on, 9.5 to play, tied at 2. Here's Davis with the right foot. That one almost off a Red team and a team member and in, off a Red player, I should say. Hannah Newman almost put that one in, and it's out of play. Wilson. Fetzner looks to set up Kappen. Merchant again on the right side, defended by Abraham. Back to Fetzner here. On the board. Little bump of Abraham. Under 9 minutes to go, tied at 2. That one rolls out to Davis. Davis with the right foot kick, and it's stopped by Wilson. Jeremy Wilson rolls it to Marcus Kappen. Up ahead to Merchant. Fetzner in motion. Over midfield, hits the official. Now back to Abraham for Green. Goes to his left. Fancy footwork, that one off the board wide. Over to Kappen for Red. He looks to clear it, and it's off the white and out of play. Checking in for Red, Scarlett Zahala, and checking out is Marcus Kappen, who had a goal. Actually set up a goal and assist to Merchant. Game tied at 2. Not anymore. Hannah Merchant. That one went out, I'm sorry. Obstructed view here from where I'm sitting. I thought that one went in. No goal. 2-2. Merchant shot wide. Now Davis battling there with Fetzner. Here's Fetzner. Back to Hannah Newman. Merchant in the goalie box looking for a possible pass. That one off the upper chest of Fetzner. Rolls out to Dotson. That wide, vacating his post there, and that was a mistake. Del Verme kicking it in is Fetzner. Aaron Fetzner gets his second goal, and it's 3-2, Red. Off the board. Here's Davis along the wall. Back to Dotson for Green. Fetzner will get it into the red zone. Good defense that time by Dotson. She's limping a little bit. Abraham along the boards with Fetzner. Tries to send it the other way for Green. On the wall, it's Hannah Newman. Off to Fetzner. Fetzner to Davis. Wrong team. Davis up ahead over midfield. Fancy footwork. Tries to get it past Newman, who kicks it away. Good defense by Hannah Newman for Red. Davis still alive with it, though. 3-2 Red. 6.5 to go. That shot. A pass and a goal to Sarah Dotson. Dotson gets it. Ties it at 3. Beautiful action there Dotson gets the goal to tie it at 3. Tie game. Here's Red. Here's Fetzner. Mershad. Fetzner off the board wide. Again, Del Verme falls for it, and that's going to be waved off. That'll be waved off there as Del Verme and Fetzner kind of collided, and back to play. Fetzner falls down, gets back up there along with Davis. Here comes Newman. That one wide and covered by Del Verme to keep it 3-3. Thrown up ahead towards Dotson. Kicked ahead. Mershad. Good defense by Sarah Dotson for Green on the far wall. Fetzner, but it's taken away for a time being. That was Abby White. Now to Davis. Davis falls down. That'll be a penalty on Red. We'll go on Hannah Newman. Green will kick it in midfield. It'll be Abraham. Game tied at 3. 5 minutes to go. Davis in the red zone. Taken away by Mershad and kicked away by Del Verme. That one fired along the board and kicked out of play by Abraham. A corner kick coming for Red. Setting it down is Hannah Mershad. Mershad kicks it ahead for Fetzner. Fetzner shoots wide. Del Verme goes to get it, and he does. Good job there by Dante Del Verme to keep it out of the net. Fetzner wanted another one. Up ahead, here's Green. Shot off of Wilson and out of play. Shot attempt by Abby White. 3-3, 4:20 to go. Davis corner kick right in the chest and covered by Wilson. On the board, Abraham, Del Verme there trying to cover it up. He does. Hannah Mershad did all she could. There's Newman with good defense. On Abby White, along the wall, White sends it into the green zone and it's clear downfield. Good strong kick. Abraham, Davis shoots, scores! Colby Davis makes it 4-3 Green with 3:40 to go. And Marcus Kappen will come back in for Red. Colby Davis. We have a good match here with 3.5 to go. 4-3. Green team looking for the minor upset in this championship game. Kappen, here's Davis again, battling with Kappen. Davis, now Fetzner on him. What a job by Colby Davis, and he shoots and scores between the legs of Wilson. And the lead's up to 2 at 5-3. Colby Davis, the MVP of this one, as Green takes the lead. And a new goalie here, 5-3. Scoreboard had 6, it's 5. Now it's back. And going into the net will be Marcus Kappen. And coming back into the game for Red will be Scarlett Zahala. Colby Davis. Couple of goals to give Green the lead in this championship game. Now, Red needs all they can do. It's going to be up to Aaron Fetzner, you would think, as he battles here with Abraham on the boards. 2.5 to go. Fetzner, Abraham kicks it away. Shot off the body of Abraham and covered by Del Verme. Rolled up ahead to Dotson. Fetzner shoots wide off the hand of Del Verme, who's over to get it. Gets back to his net. Fetzner shoots, and it's wide. Mershad guarded by Davis. Rolls right to Del Verme. 2 minutes to go, 5-3. Here's Fetzner, shoots it out of play. Good defense by the Green team. Fetzner. Mershad along the boards, and it's picked up by Del Verme, and whistle here, and of a corner kick for Red. Merschat, Fetzner gets into position, into the box, kicks it up, maybe a header in, and it's just wide. Trying to head it in to cut it to one, but it's out of bounds. Abraham. Good stop by Cap, and that would have definitely ended the game if that one went in. Green up 5-3. Here's Fetzner. Fetzner shoots, scores, 1-goal game, 5-4. 55 seconds. It's now 5-4 Green. Fetzner with the goal. Davis. Abraham. Green will try to do all they can to keep it away from Red. Along the wall, 45 seconds. Here comes Red. Now in midfield, Abraham. Abraham for the icer. Saved by Kappen. Rolls it up ahead for Fetzner. Fetzner guarded by Abraham. Up ahead to Merschat. Merschat. Abraham had it. Davis, 30 seconds. Davis over to Abraham. They're trying to play keep away. Up 5-4. 20 seconds. Here's Fetzner. Here he comes. Fetzner looks for maybe some help. Good defense by Abraham. 12 seconds. 5-4 game. Now in midfield. Here's Newman with a shot. Save made by Verme. She gets it to go. Hannah Merschat ties it. 5-5. Wow. What an ending of regulation. We're tied. So the red team, what a comeback. Goals from Aaron Fetzner and Hannah Merschat to beat the buzzer late. From down 5-3 to a tie game at 5-5 after 15 minutes. Hannah Merschat ties it up. We're back with overtime of the championship game. 3 minutes coming up. 5-5 after 15 on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Just sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including La-Z-Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Bond Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
We're back for overtime. This game's so good it needs extra time. The green team had a 5-3 advantage, then 2 goals late for Red. Empty net. Here's Fetzner. So it's 5-5 now. After Green was up 5-3 in the final 90 seconds. Goals from Fetzner and Merschat to tie it. Fetzner will try to clear it for Red. Sudden death overtime. 20 seconds in. Here comes Fetzner. Over midfield. Shot is saved by Del Verme. Abraham will try to keep it away from Merschat, who had the game-tying goal at the end of regulation. Merschat on Abraham along the board. Green looks to clear it. Abraham. Hannah Merschat keeps it away between the legs and picked up by Del Verme. Up ahead to Davis. Davis falls down. Abraham charging. loses it. He falls down. Red will try to turn it around. Green has a chance, and it's saved by Wilson. Almost putting it in was Abby White. For a few seconds, they were just standing around, and White almost got the game-winning goal. Corner kick, shot almost at a post. Davis with Fetzner. Davis, good defense. Dots it, it's kicked away by Red. Here comes Marchette, shoots and scores! Hannah Marchette wins it for Red. In overtime, 6-5, Red wins the championship in the 13 through 16-year-old division. A hard-fought game. What a comeback for Red. They were down 5-3 with 90 seconds to go in regulation, and they win it in overtime, 6-5 Red. What a game. Hannah Marchette with a game winner. She had the last 2 goals, and that's your match. Thanks for joining us. These games were brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Fernan, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, Gary Smith and their fine staff. Nick Barczyk and Jerry Dupay, thanks for watching and listening. Final score of the 13 through 16-year-old Indoor Soccer League Championship game in overtime. Your final score, Red 6 and Green 5. This has been a presentation of the South Union Township Sports Network. So long, everybody.